Hi friends, Gunesh here. Today we will be learning how to use Scratch, which is also a simple program to make games. And it's a lot easier than using Python. So not long ago I had made a Python course on how to work on Python in VS Code. But as you can see here, Python is really hard to use. So like if I want to create a simple game, like if I run this now, just to make a simple ball that just moves on the screen, you will need to write all of this coding in Python, which takes really a lot of time and effort. But there's actually a thing called Scratch. So here is a sample game I had made with Scratch here, which is super easy and simple to use for starters. Like here I have created a short game with a dog, where the dog just has to escape the rockets, flying rockets attacking it, that is controlled by the up and down arrow keys, which really didn't take so much coding to make. So here's just all the coding I had used, which is really simple, unlike just all of this coding for a simple game. So today I will teach you how to work with Scratch, and I will show you how to create this simple game, and it's super easy. So let's get started. So here if I open Scratch, we will first be met with this guy, which is just the first character you have. A character here is called a sprite, and here we will have this character, so you can delete it by clicking this X. So today we will be creating this space game here, and I will show you how to make it. You don't have to make it exactly the same. So firstly, what we'll do is we'll need a background. I will just choose the space background, but you can choose your own background, whichever you want for this game. I'm just choosing this one for today. And what else you will need to do is to pick your character, which in my case will be a dog, space dog. Here, this dog whose name is Dot. So here we choose our character. Let's place it somewhere here. So here we have already made we have chosen our background and our character. What we will also need is I will be making rockets that are attacking the dog. So you don't have to choose rockets, you can choose your own sprite. So here I will just write rocket, and here I will get this rocket. So as you can see here, the rocket on the screen is a bit too big. So let's change the size here. Clicking here, it's all in Russian here. So let's make it size 40. So as you can see, the rocket is pointing to the right. I needed to point to the left at the dog. So click here. Let's change his direction. Let's make it, or just type it here, 90. And now the rocket is looking good, yes. So now what we will first have to do is program to hide спрятаться, which is here in Russian, is because from the start of the game we don't want just rockets launching at the poor dog. Here first it will hide, after a few seconds it will come out. So now let's choose here. We will need to create a loop code by using this code. So it's a loop, it will always make it. Повторять всегда. We will need a code, and here we will also use the if and else statements. So here it is. So in here, in this code, we will most of the game is randomized. So we want the rocket to just randomly either pop up here, either down here. So to do that, go to operators here and click this. We want to place it here and choose выдать случайное at here. Here we will type 2, which is just what this actually means is that our rocket will randomly pop up either on this place 2 or place 1, just random. So every time we do that, we will also need our rocket to wait a few seconds every time these rockets pop up. We will need each rocket to wait a few seconds. So here we go to here, start, which means just wait, the wait command, and we'll make it 0.1 because we needed a really short period of time until it comes out. Now we will go to here controls and click on wait, which is here in translation start, and we will also need to choose from these operators this command. Here we will also choose this again. Oh no, that's not what I meant. We will place this here. Here we will type in 1, here 9. What this is actually doing, basically, just every time a rocket comes out, it will randomly either wait 1 second or 9 seconds out of 10 seconds. So here we have now coded how long it will take our rocket to just pop up. Now we have to code from where will the rocket pop up? Just the x and y positions of the rocket. So for that, we will now choose. So for that, firstly, we will need our rocket to go into the place. Here we will choose PDT, which just means it translates to the x and y positions of the rocket. We want it to be around here, like 190 degrees, the x, and the y to be like -60. Then after that, we want our rocket to just pop up here. We will choose from here Pakazatsa, which just means appear. So now we will want our rocket to move from here, not just teleport here, just slowly move here. So in here, movements, go to plit, which means just like swim. 1 second to the point minus 210, and y -60. And after that, we need it to disappear. So mostly half of the code is already done. Now what we will need so that so this we just coded the if statement. Now we have to code here the else statement. So for that, let's go to operators again and choose wait. Here we will choose this command and this again. Yeah. What I had made a mistake here, which is I was meant to put this first, and on top of that this has meant to be 9 and this 10. This we make just the same thing. So now it will do the same thing, it just teleports either here, either down here. Now we're coding the else statement, so it just the rocket can pop up from the lower side too. So here we go back to movements and we write all of the x and y positions of our rocket. So down here we will write the exact same code here, but this time it's -60. The y degrees is -60. The y degrees is 60 instead of -60. Then again, we will want it to appear, our sprite. And then we want it to move to this code. Minus 210 to y position 60. And after that, we want it to disappear. So here we have completed our rocket's code. This is all the code of the rocket, which will be darting at the dog. So now let's write the code of our puppy. So for now, let's run this code and see what happens. Which just basically means this rocket will be spawning either here, either here. Now we also want to give our dog some movements and also add the code so that the up and down keys. Also, when you click here, costumes, you can also see all of the costumes that your dog has. We will want to remove this and this one. Then we just copy this .c and also place it here. So we just want to make it like an animated movement for our dog. Let's copy this too. Place it down here. So basically that's just how the animated movement of the dog. Let's go back to code. So now we will need our dog to change its costume so it just has the animation like it's moving. For that, go back here when the flag, green flag is clicked. Back to controls. So it does the same thing every time. We needed to wait every time 0.1 seconds. And also after that we needed to change its costume. Here there will be следующий costume. Next costume. And after that it should wait again 0.1 seconds. So here's basically the movement of the dog. If we run this is just what happens. So the dog can move. So now what we'll need to do is also the code how our dog so that our dog can move every time when the right up and down keys are clicked. For that, go down here. Use this when the key up arrow is clicked. The dog will move the X and Y position of like minus 184. And the Y degrees 75. So it can just go up. Now we also need to do the same, almost the same thing too. So to make the down key code, just the same thing when the key down is clicked. The dog must move to the X position of minus 174 and to Y's position minus 81. So here we have already coded the keys, commands. Let's test it out. It works perfectly. So now let's continue and code what will happen to the dog when the rocket hits so it just doesn't stay there. So when the flag is, when you we use the same code again, when the green flag is clicked, the dog should appear. Go back to controls and the dog should do every time. It should change its costume. Change this to dot A, which is the name of the costume, referring to this costume dot A. And every time it should wait 0.1 seconds. After that, we also type if. So here we just type so if that rocket touched the dog, we can get it in sensors. Just change this to rocket. Does the rocket touch the dog? It's just asking. So if it is, it should give us the code. Just change it. You can create your own. I'll just call it game over. Okay. So when we reach this code, when the game gets this code, so the game we should also code so that the game just stops. So now we will also have to make a second background. So when the rocket hit, it should change the background. Go to costumes and click this. So we will get rid of this. Just choose another background, the same background again. But this time I will add here like something, a shock bolt or something. Like what happened here. This bolt. Just you can draw this yourself. Adjust the color and the lighting, everything. Just draw this. So here I drew the outline. Now let's click on this to just color the entire this area. It's the same color. Or you can just choose this brush, increase the size. Oh, just color top. About the letters, you can just draw them yourself. Just choose the black color and just draw here. So here I have made it. It's a little bit different. So now let's go back to dot. So now when the rocket hits, we have to program so that our background changes to the second background we just created, referring to this one. So just add here. So to change the background to space 2. And now we should code that so that every time I will get game over, the code game over, the whole game, all of the characters should stop and the game should stop. For that, go back here when I get the code game is game over. The background should change to space 2. And all the characters should hide. Hide and stop everything. Back in controls, stop all. And that's all. After that, we have to change the background back to space so that every time we switch the game on, it just goes back to the same background. So now we're ready, we can start our game and let's see how it turns out. So here comes the rocket when it's hit. Oh, we also have to write the same code as here to the rocket's code. Just copy it from there. So now let's see how our game turns out. So here we go. When the rocket comes, I can use the arrow keys to move the dog out of the way. So if the rocket hits the dog, we will get the code game over. So that's it. That's the end of our tutorial on how to work with Scratch and how to create this game in Scratch. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.